Hey, what's going on, guys? We're the SSS Rank Reviewers, and today we're reviewing Pick Me Up Infinite Gacha. Just a little bit of a brief overview if you're watching this. Just letting you know, this is a there will be spoilers in this video. Yep. We will drop a non-spoiler version
of like chapter.
What is it?
On the screen, Naivu. 164.
164. Okay.
On the screen.
Yeah. No. So just a quick little overview on Pick Me Up Infinite Gacha. We have this guy, he plays a mobile game, right? And while he's playing this mobile game, he's trying to clear the next level. And this weird anomaly happens that he's never seen before, right?
He's like, wake up, I think.
He says like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then he gets sucked into the world of the game, right? And let's just say he's playing on a harder difficulty than most guys, right? But yeah, no, just as the usual format for all these videos, we're going to go and we're going to review and give a ranking to Pick Me Up Infinite Gacha. And we're going to review it on 5 categories, being story, world building, characters, artwork, and enjoyment, which is my favorite category, is the last category, right? And then we're going to give our overall ranking and thoughts at the end of the video, right? We're going to be ranking on a scale from F to triple S, okay? Triple S is reserved for like the goats, right? F is for absolute utter dog shit.
Unreadable,
unwatchable terribleness. And we can go ahead and
get right into
it. We're starting off with story is the first one.
Yeah.
You guys?
I mean, I can start. So for one, there isn't much subplot to be had. Like, it is a very single-minded story, I would say.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing. I think you're kind of really heavily focused on the climbing the tower.
Yeah.
There's like the subplot with like his lobby.
Oh, his lobby.
Yeah,
his lobby. I feel like his lobby
like
isn't much of. They like subplot a little bit, but then it stops. Like they kind of figure it themselves out.
I mean, I guess, but like also if you look at the most recent chapters, right, where he's like going into their lobby, right, and then he's being the commander against like this giant like fleet of people, right. As of late, we're seeing that a lot more. Right.
Which, by the way, can I add that entire like segment was just the ore farming?
Yeah, it's just ore farming.
Yeah. I mean, we can get into that a little bit more with the characters.
We don't even see Cirrus yet. We haven't even seen Cirrus fight. She's a freak.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I see where you're coming from. I mean, there's not really any like sub stories to it. There's not really any like.
But that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it focuses a lot on like just the climbing stuff and like building up their lobby, which is like it's what's supposed to be.
And, every character still gets their part. Well, every character that matters. Spoiler alert: motherfuckers die.
Yeah. No, I will say they are not afraid to kill.
They're not afraid to kill characters.
And
they like doing it. In fact.
And I feel like side characters, they do get their part, right? Like of course, main character Han Islat, right? The goat. He definitely sees a lot more than everybody else without a doubt, right? But the side characters do get their times to shine, which I think is very integral to the story, and we do get a decent bit of depth into those side characters, right? And we've also been hinted that we'll probably get more depth in the future as they get promoted to 4-star, 5-star characters,
I
and they start remembering more.
It's like, he gets transferred to the game, blah blah blah. He's in the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then there's like the mysterious being that brought him into this world. Usually they don't go too deep in that, I think, but like it's still there as like a thing.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, and then you see like Narissa trying to like figure out what Han knows in most recent
chapters.
She's like he knows more than he should. But like and then looking at like progression and direction, like I think it goes like it does have the benefit of there is 100 floors. You're climbing
it's very linear. It's very linear.
Very much next floor, next floor, next floor, and they are very quick going to the floor. Like when a floor gets finished, generally within the next few chapters, sometimes there'll be a intermission arc.
Yeah, but it's very much staying on track.
Yeah,
right. For the most part, you are just like staying on track with everything, right? I don't think there's ever times where I feel like we're kind of like, oh, I mean, we're not really going to the story. I mean, I guess like the whole training arc when they went back to their lobby, right? Not even that. I'm talking about like when he went back to his original lobby and he had his people. Yeah, for the first time they trained over there. When he did that, like, I thought that was cool, but I wasn't really into it because like we had just gotten off a massive heater, right? And I like the super heater moments when he's climbing the tower. I feel like I enjoy the story a lot more there. So direction-wise, for me, that was kind of a bit of a downside, right? But otherwise, I feel like it's the benefit of any tower manhwa, right? We have 100 floors to climb. We got to do it, right? But some of them, even with other tower manhwa, for example, a lot of them still manage to stray away from the tower a lot.
No,
right?
There's some that are not tower manhwa.
Yeah, no.
Even when it strays from the tower, I still in the back of my mind, I'm always like, oh, they gotta climb this thing. Like,
and I feel like that's always his number one priority, without a doubt. Even when he's not.
It's very clear. It's very, very clear.
No, for sure.
And then I mean, we could go on. Like,
do you think it has a lot of depth to it? Or do you think it's very surface?
I'm gonna be honest. I know it has a lot of depth to it.
That's right.
Yeah. This guy's a novel
So
reader, by the way.
unfortunately, I do
no
know.
spoilers from the novel will be in this video.
No, I am only going to. This is only going to be manhwa.
Yeah.
Up to 164.
Yep.
In my opinion, I think it has an enormous amount of depth.
I will say, you can tell as a moderator, you can tell that
there's
possibility for depth.
See, there's like.
As opposed to like.
What's her face? The goddess
I don't
does.
Know, the one that like the fairy is based after.
The fairy is based after Tell.
Tell.
She is very clearly a plotter. She's very clearly plotting something. And up to the most recent chapter where you find out that Tell was trying to make Han Ceres a 6-star or 7-star by
6-star, right?
7-star. Ceres is a 6-star. Ceres is the strongest 6-star.
Yeah, because
Ceres is the strongest 6-star like to ever exist. And so like Tell wanted to turn Han, Loki, into like combine synthesize him into Ceres.
And so I feel like there's definitely a lot of room for depth that like we can see.
But I like it because it keeps you like reading it. It's like, oh, I want to know.
I want to know. And then also I think there's also room for depth with every individual, I guess, like town's world, right? I feel there's a lot of depth for that because like we kind of mentioned it earlier with like the whole characters. Oh, as they get promoted more and more and more, they have more memories of the world and stuff like that, right? And then we also actually saw in the most recent thing as well. I mean, I guess it's like kind of has to do with depth, but we saw that one pink-haired princess girl just get absolutely obliterated. Like she recognized people from like that world that she was in because she like had some sort of memories going on, right? But they don't recognize them, right? So I feel like there's a bit of depth to go into there, right?
I think it's a good bit. I think it's a good bit actually. Not thinking about it, it's actually.
I really feel like there's a lot of good depth into this story, and then originality. So. There's only one thing that I want to look at originality is I do wonder which came first, Tyrant of the Tower Defense or this.
Picking up like an old, is it a classic?
They're both very close in release date. So I will say.
Put it on the screen for us.
Figure out who came first.
It's not too.
I mean, either way, I feel like they're too close for it to matter. Right?
Yeah,
I feel like it is.
It is original.
It's original. Like yes, it has the baseline of we're a tower, we're climbing the tower.
Right.
But I feel like it does have the originality to it.
Originality to it.
Yeah, for sure.
It has the climbing the tower, but then it also has like the. Okay, like it's got that isekai, like the bad isekai, the like
Like it's
dark,
not like
dark
not
isekai,
the dark isekai. Not everything's going well for the MCU.
It's not like
and that's very uncommon in manhwa, especially, right? A lot of times for manhwa, it's like, I've regressed and I know everything now, and you guys are all gonna die because I'm mad now, right? And there's no character development, right? There's a lot of development for the character.
You even see that in some dark fantasy isekais where they're like, I've regressed and this world sucks, but I've isekai'd into this game, but I know everything about the game, so while the game sucks, I'm gonna.
I will say I appreciate the fact that it's like, he's not super overpowered. Like he has to struggle with everyone else. And like he has to
and he has to go through a bunch of hardship, a lot of deaths. I mean, especially we just saw it happen. It
gets you more like
involved
with
I like the Yoka.
for sure. I feel like it does evoke a lot of emotion as well in certain parts, right? I feel like every single boss floor, right? I felt on edge for what was going to happen. I'm like, is one of my favorite characters going to die this time, right?
That is like a very real fear. Is like, will someone I like die? You actually do feel like.
And so I feel like that kind of is able to pull you in like that, right? I feel like it gets a lot of points for the story for me. And so I guess we can go.
Usually go to ranking then.
We don't start in the middle. I guess I'll go ahead and go first this time.
Start in the middle this time.
For the story, right?
All things considered.
This is tough. This is really tough, right?
Tough going first here.
Because I want to give it an S, right, for the story. Because like after talking about it, I really do think it deserves an S. And we gave Soul Leveling, I think, like an A earlier. And
I think we gave like an A.
And I definitely think it's way better than Soul Leveling story, right? I gave Soul Leveling like an A for like nostalgia and like pioneer effect, right?
Right.
I still think I'm gonna go with an S for the story. I feel like I'm gonna go for an S for the story, just because Pick Me Up is very unique, right? I feel like there's a lot of things that you haven't seen before with it. I feel like we get a lot. It's able to rope you in and make you concerned for your favorite character. There's a lot of manhwa that don't do that these days. Where you're like, my favorite character's gonna be fine, blah blah blah. But now, like when Iolka died, right? I was pressed. Right? I was so mad. I'm like, no. And then when she was like, "Yo, was I helpful?" Right? Put that panel up on screen.
Put those panels
was I useful? Was I helpful? Right? that that whole thing of like being able, the story itself being able to pull you in and get you part of it with those characters, right? And feel their struggle itself. So I'm gonna give it an S for that reason.
I was caught up, and Instagram Reels spoiled that for me, which is crazy. I was caught up, and it was like I was mad. No, but also I have a lot of Ryan's opinions as well here. I'm like, okay, really like it. It's bordering an A or an S here. Like, this is a great story. I really felt attached to it all the way through. I think I'll have to give it an S as well.
Double S.
By the way, we also did introduce pluses in the most recent video, so you can do some pluses as well. Keep that in mind.
You can give them A plus.
Yeah, I agree. The story is it was Pick Me Up was one of the first things I read. Not the first thing I read, but like it was one of the things that I read it, and like I had to like just keep reading. Like it's one of the things I keep up with still today. Yeah. And like it just really captures you. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of the few things I don't read in bursts. I read.
Yeah. Thinking about it now, it is like very like it's good on all fronts.
It's definitely one of the better ones in the current manhwa realm.
It is one of the better ones. Yeah. I think it would be injustice to give it anything but an S.
Ooh, 3 S's. All right.
Yeah, 3 S's.
All right.
I can't rate it lower.
Yeah, no.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then moving on to our next category. World building. So we could get some controversial ones in here because, like, let's talk about it first.
Okay,
let's talk about it first. Yeah. The power system, right? We consider that a part of our world building, right? Let's talk about the power system. I mean,
it's a bit.
It's pretty standard. It's a bit blank.
I'm gonna say it's a little bit subpar.
I think it's subpar.
I think because it's kind of just like it does feel half-hearted because he's like, oh, I've played this game before. I know that if I smack my character in the back hard, he's gonna get this power up, right? Yeah. And it's kind of like he kind of just uses it, and it's kind of just like I feel like they use it as a thing of just convenience at the time that he knows about the power system. So he's just like, oh, I know that if what's it called? I swim in the water, I'm gonna get water combat, right? Right. Yeah. And so like
archery, and then I'm gonna use like running, archery mixed with running, archery running. Like,
it's kind of it kind of just seems like a thing that they use for convenience, right? Yeah. For the power system, at least, like I think like the whole like Berserker X, what's the thing he has where he's like super calm
mind or
we don't know what it's called. Naibu flash on screen. Like that whole combination of things, I think that's like cool because it's like a character can't have that, right? It's cool. But I don't think there's any depth to the power system, really. Yeah. Like, it's just like, oh, this character is super broken. Right. Oh, this character is super strong, right? Yeah. Oh, this character's an elemental mage. Yes, we got an elemental mage, right? Like, like mages. The power, favorite. And, like, even with, like, all the mages, I feel like that's where you should see some of your cooler abilities, for sure, right? And maybe we don't see them as much now, because we're at, the first half of the tower, right? Yeah. Maybe we'll see some cooler abilities as we advance, right? Yeah. But as of right now, I think it's just a matter of convenience for the creator.
I agree. Like people, like I guess
it feels like a plot device.
It does, and like I guess it makes sense in a way that like they get stronger by training. They train like get practical knowledge, but like. Because it does that, like when they get a power up, it doesn't feel significant. It's like
no, for sure.
They get like a new skill. I guess.
I mean, I feel like Berserker was significant for Han,
that's
right?
For the main character,
only for the main character though. Only for the main character.
We've never seen a side character get like a significant.
Right, it's just training, and then like they get a skill.
Or they were just born with it, like Kikashasha or whatever her name is.
Kishasha.
Like she was just born with like her powers.
Right.
It's like, oh, I transform into a tiger for 2 seconds.
She's just like the daughter of the beast.
And they have levels that have like the stick and rank, promote star and stuff like that. Yeah. But it doesn't add like too much to like. But,
no, for sure.
I mean, it's still enjoyable. Like the whole training thing is still enjoyable. They still get stronger, obviously.
Thoughts on the actual just overall world design?
World design, I think, is pretty good.
You think so?
I think that both, like the two we've only seen
Townia and
Niflheim. We've seen a little bit of Niflheimer. Yeah. Well, I don't even think we've seen Niflheim. We've only seen the lobby of Niflheim. But I think both of those are very unique. I think they're very interesting. And I also think the way that the lobbies are is super cool. Yeah. I kind of do like the lobbies and the lobby system.
Yeah. If you're good, you go to this floor. Or,
the lower floor. And like, I think that's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool.
I think the lobbies are pretty cool. What do you think about like just like the tower itself and the exploration of the tower? I mean,
with the whole plot with like the princess and
like do you guys think like that's like interesting to you? Like, do you think like this whole thing like because for me at least, right, when I'm looking at it from a sheer just design standpoint, right, I feel all the towns are very bland,
Okay.
right? I feel like when they're going on missions, and maybe it's
Yeah.
supposed to be structured this way because they have a
Yeah.
mission, objective, complete objective,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like whenever they're going through these like areas, and for example, the most recent area we just had with the sea area, right? I thought it was just very bland,
Yeah.
right? Oh,
No, I can
guys,
see that.
yes, we found the treasure chest in the very generic
Yeah,
cave.
yeah.
Ooh, I'm the big sea dragon. I'm gonna come get you in all the open water. There
Yeah.
wasn't any there wasn't enough depth
It
to
was
it for me,
was
right?
generic fantasy capital that's based on Rome,
Uh-huh.
and then it was generic
Desert,
desert, generic
like castle.
generic
Castle.
nobles castle
Nobles
with
castle.
a dragon in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
generic
Goblin Town.
Yeah,
Yeah, generic goblin thing.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the Gollum Labyrinth is kind of cool, but like,
I just feel like for design wise, and even just overall depth wise of the world,
Yeah.
like maybe like the lobby itself is cool, and like I think Townie is like kind of cool,
Mhm.
right? But it's like all we really see of it, like we know that they have these facilities now so they can do X, Y, Z,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
all we really see of it
Yeah.
is the training facilities, right?
Yeah.
Like the newest thing we saw that they got was, we got a swimming pool. Yes, like
Yeah.
from
and
from what we've seen in the
maybe I'm
manhwa.
just hating a lot on it, right? But I just feel like the world design overall with that is a bit boring to me,
Okay.
to me at least,
Okay.
right?
No, I can see
I
that.
think it's the opposite for me. I think the stuff at the tower is cool, and the lobby is just kind of like bland. Not bland, but like it's cool how they have like a system and like that. But like it's the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, they can go to other lobbies. They can go to this lobby, that lobby. But it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're training, and then we summon more people, blah blah blah. But the tower is like, oh, I mean, yeah, it's just like we fight monsters, boss time. But like they add a little plot in there. It's like, oh, that's cool. I want to know more about this. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
cool.
I feel like the coolest thing for me when it comes to the world is the fact that there's multiple lobbies.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I like that. I like that.
I feel like that's the coolest part for me, like the fact of like, we can go to other people's
It
lobbies,
doesn't feel like you're in
recruit
one
their
spot
heroes,
for the
right?
entire thing.
I wish they went into that a bit more, right?
Yeah.
Because like even recently, like when we see like how Narissa when she just took over the lobby
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she's having people go back and forth to like recruit people from these things,
Mhm.
we just don't see anything of these old lobbies. We see like maybe like 2 panels
Yeah.
showing off the lobbies.
They should have like subplots, like I should go into these.
Yeah, like
lobbies.
maybe we could get like a little like side thing of some other characters
Right.
about like, but at the same time maybe they just want to focus on the main character, right, with the
Yeah.
world. So I feel like the depth of it, there's a lot of potential for depth,
Potential
right?
depth,
A lot of
potential
potential for depth. I just don't see it enough.
Okay.
Yeah. I think from what we've seen in the manhwa, it is like it's not much.
Yeah.
It's pretty generic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably goes deeper, right?
It could go
I mean,
deeper.
It can.
It can go deeper. And then, do you guys think it's unique at all?
Unique.
I think the lobby feature
The
itself
lobby,
is unique.
like I said
I
earlier, I,
have not
like the
seen the lobby,
lobbies. I like the
yeah.
lobbies, and I like the whatever. I think the worlds themselves aren't,
That's fair. That's fair.
and like the power system is, I mean, incredibly ununique.
Yeah, I for me, I just still think it's like a matter of convenience for the author,
Yeah,
right?
it's-
Don't get me wrong, like that's like, and I say that like it's a bad thing,
Mhm.
but it's also just it's simple enough
Mhm.
to the point where it's just like I still like all the action scenes. I just think the power system's a bit dull.
Yeah, that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I guess I started. So, Max, you want to
Yeah.
start us off
Start us
for the
off.
world?
Yeah, for
Right.
this, I mean, I do give it points. I do like the lobby system. I think that's the most interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's the most unique part, and
It
I
is
like
the
that
most unique,
uniqueness.
yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I do have to give it a B.
A B.
A B.
Okay.
Like,
A B.
It's not a bad score,
Not
but
bad.
I'll go, if we want to go left to right, I'll go ahead and go
Okay,
next.
go
I'm
ahead.
actually going to do one lower. I'm going to give it a C for world
A
design.
C
Yeah.
For
world
world
design.
for world building,
World
world
building.
building. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that's cool, right? But there's too many just like, basic town, basic castle,
Yeah.
basic like. There's no
yeah,
depth to it. There's not enough for me to really enjoy it. Like, we
Yeah.
saw this whole thing between the faction and like the other faction. It all took place on airships,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it was all on one airship, even though there was a billion airships. Like maybe we could have seen something cooler there, right? So for that, I'm gonna give it a C for world building.
C for world building. I will say, for me, it gets points of uniqueness, but just like in pure setting, it just feels like you're in the same place. Like, I mean, that's the whole point of it, but like,
Yeah.
it gets like very not repetitive, but like very like, I guess
Samey.
tiring. Yeah. So, B. You got a B. You got a C. Let me think. I think I'm gonna give this a B for me. A B.
A B.
Yeah.
All right.
But just it's pretty good. I like
It's good,
uniqueness.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah, it's just to me
it
like
doesn't have,
I
that extra edge
yeah,
that
no,
most
yeah.
others like
Mhm.
explore into. You know.
yeah. And then okay, jump right into our next category.
Alright.
Characters.
Characters.
All right.
this is a big
Hold
point
on.
for this one at least.
Yeah,
in my
no,
opinion.
yeah, for sure. Have them all written
We have
down
it all
just
written
in
down.
case.
Should we have
Really quickly, does everyone go for their favorite character? Really
Ooh,
quick.
ooh.
Favorite character?
Think about this. Or like aside from the main character, I guess, or is that?
I mean, like,
Include the main
you can
character.
say you can include the main character if
Okay,
he's your
main
favorite, right?
Favorite character. Let me think. Like Dead or Alive.
Dead or alive? Dead or alive? Yeah, guys.
Let me think.
Dead or
Ioka.
alive.
Yeah, guys. R.I.P. Miguel.
Miguel.
Long live Miguel.
Yo,
And
comment down below if you know
who
about Miguel. If you know
those who
about Miguel,
know.
comment down
Those
below.
who know, Miguel, he
Those who know.
survived. He was the only one surviving, and then they killed him off on the next
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. It's pretty tough,
Mhm.
and I know this might just be like a simple pick, but
Okay.
for me, I'm between Velkist and Aaron.
Ooh,
I'm between
Aaron?
Bel-
Is it the spirit guy?
The spirit guy that's
Spirit
like we
guy,
haven't
yeah.
seen him in a while,
Yeah.
right? I am a huge fan of passionate characters, right?
Okay.
I love characters who have a lot of passion,
Yeah.
and I feel like Aaron had a lot of passion.
Novel
right?
readers don't let
Velkist-
him know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Velkist was Velkist is cool and all. I really like Velkist too because
Yeah.
he's like your typical like, oh, I just want to be strong and I want to fight people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I like Velkist, but at the same time, I really like passionate characters, and that's why Ioka is also one of my favorite characters too. right?
Yeah.
She died like shit,
Hey.
but at the same
Ioka
time,
Spoilers.
was
yeah, it's,
my favorite.
who?
Ioka. Was
Ioka was your
okay.
favorite too?
I loved
Oh
Ioka.
dang!
I loved Ioka.
I mean, I guess I didn't really choose on one. I kind of chose like three, but damn, what do you think?
I do like Velkus, but sometimes he's like a little bit annoying.
Yeah, he's like
He's a little bit annoying. He's like, "Ah."
hey, when are we gonna fight?
Yeah. He's like,
Velkis,
"Oh, we're not
Velkis,
training.
I'm
done."
not a huge.
I like
Velkis
it makes
fan.
sense with his character. Makes sense with his character. I found it a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Loki, I like Jenna. She's just like a very
That's
like
fair.
a
That's
very
fair.
I
like
do like Jenna
she's
as well.
always like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like the goat, I guess, and then like Archer, blah blah blah. She's
Yeah.
very very like
Yeah, that's fair. That's
like
fair.
consistent character. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's fair.
I
That's
like
fair.
Jenna.
I think.
The other thing I will say is like one of my favorite character archetypes is the like Roderick or Mugen or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Roderick,
two
the
old
old guy?
guys, the two
Oh, the old guy's a
old,
good one. The
old
old guy's a
guys
good
are
one.
a good. That's a good character
Yeah.
archetype. Roderick and Mugen are awesome.
I'm never going back in the tower. Roderick, you're on team 2 again. Sees everyone die. Thank the Lord he finally got retired to training people now.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I swear to God,
Yeah.
he was like, I don't. He tried to retire like 3 times and they threw his
Yeah.
ass back in there.
No, poor Roderick. I do like Roderick a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
I think it's
Roderick.
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 I'm not- yeah,
however you say it.
Roderick.
Yeah.
Roderick.
Character names always.
Yeah. No. So overall character design. What do you guys think?
Character design.
Do you guys think it's unique? I think there's some characters that are standouts, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it can be kind of basic at points. I feel like there's some standout characters that I think look cool, right?
Okay.
Like for example, I think Kishasha is kind of like a standout. I mean, like don't get me wrong, she's like typical like beast woman, that kind of
Typical
thing, right?
beast woman.
But like at the same time, I don't know. I think Ioka's like whole fit look cool. I mean, like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong,
Fit?
it's like a typical
talking
fantasy.
fits?
Well, it's like the way they're designed.
Okay,
right?
design,
like they're
design.
designed, like the
Actual
artwork
character
and all that
design.
stuff, right? Like I don't know.
Low key, I think the characters could do a lot better in terms of design.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, infinite Gacha, we can summon anyone we want, and then there's just like normal.
Oh, yeah,
warrior, mage, and like
Yeah.
it makes sense, I guess, because there's so many people from like normal worlds.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
they could do more with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
When you look at
I
Enigma's
got
other
you.
characters,
I got you.
I mean,
it just
yeah.
it doesn't have.
I mean, I will say though, in Nilfenheim or whatever it's called.
Oh,
what is it called again?
Niflheim.
Yeah, Niflheim. Yeah, their fits are low-key cool.
They're cool. They're
The
all
MC was aura farming in that one fit when they told him to put on the thing.
Put on the panel that one
Which-
fit.
Yeah.
Notably, that isn't like the world's fits though. Those are fits that he gave his
Yeah,
people. Like
yeah.
he says it in the chat.
I do
He's
like the characters.
He's
Yeah.
like, I didn't think I'd ever have to wear the fit that I gave him to wear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Because he
Yeah.
Character design, like overall, I think it's kind of bland.
I think it's fine. I do like his lobbies parties.
Yeah.
Like those characters are cool. They're all like the 6
Yeah.
stars, or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all
But,
6 stars.
You know,
like
look at the party in like what's like in Ataunia, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, archer, assassin, warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just basically
every
like
concept.
X, Y, Z. Yeah.
like,
You know,
no.
mage. It can do better. I think,
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
opinion,
That's
in my
fair.
opinion.
That's fair.
Like purely design wise, likability is a different thing, right?
Yeah,
I
likability
like
is
all of them.
definitely a
I
different
like all
thing.
of them.
See, I don't even like all of them like
You don't
that,
like all.
bro.
Which one do you not like?
Who do you not like?
I don't like Miguel, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a couple characters that are just kind of like.
Do you like the
bro.
fairy?
Oh my god, bro, that fairy's so annoying. Bro.
The fairy
Actually,
is-
okay. To be fair, I love anything, right? The
No way
the
you
order.
like
You know you
anything.
like
I
fairies.
love anything,
I
right?
don't like.
he's lucky kind of
Okay,
like.
okay.
Here's a war horse.
anything is
He's got to go.
like an idiot, but like it's fine.
He's lucky great at racing
Anything,
though.
anything
He's great
I
at
was
racing.
rhythm
That
gamer,
was so
or like
stupid. It was
whatever
like,
it was.
we
Yeah.
need someone anything. I played racing games.
No, the racing
was
games
so
is awesome.
stupid. Yeah.
The racing games is awesome.
No, but likability, I
Ah.
feel like most of the characters are likable. I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes, and it fits the world sense where the characters are a bit edgy at times, right?
Yeah.
But like that fits the world. Like all of them aren't going in and dying like
Yeah.
crazy all the time.
They
so.
do, yeah. I guess there's no time for the other characters to develop. They just die. You know?
Yeah,
Anything other than Party 2 is just on
Yeah,
off. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
no, for sure.
Party 1 and 2, I couldn't even name all the characters in Party 2 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
I know like Edith or
And
Edith.
I can't even name Roderick anymore. I think he's
Yeah.
retired.
Yeah, no.
Ryan is retired.
But no, I mean,
Yeah.
do you think the characters at least like have some sort of development though? Like, what do you think on like character development wise?
Development-wise,
I think Han has good
Han
development.
has good
Han has
development.
development. Ioka
Especially-
had development. Like flat out, Ioka had
Oh
development.
yeah, Ioka
Development.
had keyword had she died.
She She's dead, but like
what's
while
her
she was
face?
alive, she had development.
Narissa, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Narissa
no,
has
no,
development.
Narissa has development when she
You know,
takes.
Velkist, I think has. I think he develops a lot
Really?
from
I
like
feel
being,
like he develops like strength wise, but development like
I feel like he
mentality
develops
One-
away
I think
from
he's a very
being,
static character.
He's pretty
I feel like
solid.
he develops a lot away from being like lone wolfy, like trying to do his own thing, and like
I
he
guess,
develops
but
to
that
like
was-
work with his
that
team
was,
way
like-
better.
I feel like that like took span of like 10 chapters though.
That was shorter, but like it
Yeah,
happens.
I guess. I feel like the main development we see is especially recently with like the whole Ioka dying, Spark and Han,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like we do see that, and I
Yeah.
feel like even anything has like some
Anything
development.
has-
Okay.
I guess so. I guess
I-
there's
like-
development
like
there.
he does
Aaron
have
has development as well.
Yeah, no, Aaron does have development, even though we're
Aaron-
not really seeing it.
Jenna has a little bit of development. It's
Yeah,
really
I feel
just
like there
in the
are.
first
To be
few
fair,
and
I think
then-
there are a lot of static characters, except for
Right.
like an exception of a few,
Yeah.
right?
But I think that's fairly normal. It's,
Yeah, you know,
it's,
for sure.
It's impressive when your characters are standouty. Every single one of them is a standout.
Yeah,
developing
yeah, you don't
character.
see that as much, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I
So
think we're good for rating then. aren't
yeah,
we? I can start. All right, I'll start off. Characters, I did say it was lacking in some ends, but they are likable. Like Aoka, like everybody knows about Aoka, right? If you haven't gotten spoiled when you read that part, I'm assuming you know about. Okay, she dies, right?
yeah,
If you didn't get spoiled when you read that part, I did not get spoiled for me personally, and like it makes you man, you know.
I got a spoil for me and it still hit.
It still hit when you
Yeah,
get
Yeah,
spoiled,
I got a
yes.
spoil for me and
And
it
it
still
really makes
hit.
you like the deaths really make you feel for the characters more. I think the fact that death is so common makes you more attached to the characters, but design wise takes a few hits. Likability raises it up. I'm gonna give it as an overall rating. I'm gonna give it a solid B. A
You give
B
it a
for
B?
me.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
It would have been a C, like design wise, but
Yeah.
They're
I'm
very
gonna give it a B
likable.
just because
That's fair. I'm also in the same area with you. Like
Okay.
for me, characters is super heavily carried by Ioka. Now I'm thinking about it, right? I really like Ioka as a character, and the whole panel was like, I mean, we talked about like the was I useful, like the was I helpful thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like that, all that, right? Other than that, it's just like looking at it from an overall standpoint. There's a lot of characters that are just very like
right.
plain,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
For me, just because the main cast, right, and all that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a B as well.
A B as well?
right?
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, it's a B.
I don't know how to do a B.
I don't know. Yeah,
I've been doing that.
yeah. No, that's good
Using my
enough.
thumb for the line.
That's kind of tech, no?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh.
tech. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
Let's
like-
do
like
B's
this.
from now on, like this,
Okay.
or whatever
Some,
you do.
something like
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Well, I've been like top, bottom.
All right. Enough dilly dally.
Still
Enough
enough
dilly
dilly-dally.
dally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can cut that out.
All right.
No, but yeah, for me, I'm in a very similar space to you. I really like the Yoka, and I do like the characters. Like I like them a lot, and so like, yeah, I think I'll give it a B plus.
B plus.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like
First plus
Yoka.
of the-
Yoka's
first plus of the-
enough for me to give it the plus. Yoko plus
Yeah.
is her because
Yeah.
I just
No, that's fair.
That's right.
love that
That's
character
fair.
so much.
Yeah. No, that's fair. And then go ahead really
Move
quick.
on.
Jump on the next category.
Artwork.
Artwork. So let's.
It's pretty standouty in artwork. Let's be real. I think it's
Stand out and
good.
like you can recognize it.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
I-
can
I-
recognize
yeah.
it, and I think
Especially
it's
with the most
pretty
recent
good.
panels where they had that put them on screen, the panel of what's it called, Narissa, and the panel of Han, the one panel of Han where he's like win, right? And or when he's like getting ready to like aura
Yeah.
farm, right?
Yeah.
And the other one of Narissa where they have like that similar
Yeah,
art style
yeah,
where
yeah.
she's like, I'm gonna have so much fun, or like
Yeah.
whatever she
Whatever.
says.
Yeah.
Yeah, put them up right next to each
Well,
other.
yeah.
Um,
I do like the aura farm panels.
It's very aura farming.
And I feel like the panels, like I think the overall artwork itself is, it's like a grade above your typical manhwa,
Yeah.
right? But still standard. But
It's still
for
standard
me,
manhwa art,
what
but, like
I think it does the best with the artwork
Mm.
is the way it evokes emotion in the artwork,
Mm.
right? Like I feel like all the panels where they're trying to get something across like through not necessarily with words, but with the way the artwork is designed, the way facial expressions are, and stuff like that. I feel like they do that really well, actually.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's a good point.
Like I feel like I keep going back to like Iolka's death, right? I feel like the way like they had Han's like face and all of that, and the way they had Iolka's face and all that, and then everybody's reactions to like everything going on, and when everyone's like, you can really tell when people are scared, right?
Yeah.
You can really tell when people are nervous when everything's going on with everything they do in the art scene, right? So I feel like it's really good evoking emotion.
I think at some points like Roderick's face when like his family member dies, his
Oh,
face
yeah.
is so funny.
Yeah, he's like,
put it. I'll try and find it on Naivu, but like he's like in the complete despair. He's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's funny how they draw like the sadness and the emotion.
No, I do like it though. I think it's it's like it still has a manhwa styling to it.
Yeah.
It is unique, and I can like I can pick it out.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like it's not bad art. Like a lot of the art looks very visually appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
And so I really do think it differentiates itself in a way that
differentiates itself.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like. For some manhwa, like the artwork kind of changes throughout. You know what I'm saying? You can see shift. I think the artwork is like consistent from the beginning.
Extremely,
I think so.
I haven't got back to the earlier panels recently, but I'm pretty sure it's just extremely consistent.
Yeah. I feel like the biggest change we've seen are those two aura farming.
Yeah, recently the aura farming, that's
super
the difference.
detailed, right?
Yeah.
No. Overall uniqueness though. I mean, I think it's like not necessarily unique, but it is a grade of quality above. Yeah. Right. I don't think it's too unique. Yeah. Right.
No, it's not insanely unique, but I do think.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I can tell.
Yeah.
And I feel like it just has appeal to it, without a doubt. Like, I feel like like you were saying earlier, like you can just look at it, you can tell it's pick me up, right?
Yeah.
And then you can just like, it's not like you're getting annoyed reading it because it looks stupid. Right. Right. I feel like it does have appeal.
Looks stupid.
There's some things I've read that like oh my gosh, there's like this. There's a couple things like, what's a good example? How to Fight, for example, right? Like How to Fight's artwork isn't bad, but sometimes you see Lee Ho Bin, the main character, and you're just like,
yeah, I get that.
Why does he look so stupid, right? You don't really have that with this one, right?
Sometimes he pretends to be a bear, and you're like, that was dumb.
Yeah. So I mean, artwork's always a quicker category to the most. Are you guys ready to give out rankings?
I guess we'll start this time.
I guess I'll go back to me. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be solid with it. I'm gonna give it A+ for artwork. Right?
That's pretty high.
I'm gonna give it an A+ for artwork.
Okay.
Just because my main thing was how well they evoke emotion in the artwork. Right. I feel like I really enjoyed that part the most. Right. With how seriously toned it is, a lot of times you sometimes just don't even see it, and sometimes like more seriously toned things. Right. I think they do a good job of it. Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna give it an A+ for artwork. And then,
I was gonna actually give it the same rank. I'm gonna give it an A+ because I think it's really good and I really enjoyed it, but I don't quite think it's in the S category of like I think I have to be really impressed to give it that S rank. Right. But for what it is, I think it does really good.
Okay. Yeah. For me. Well, okay. The way I see it was like, okay, it's like an really action-based manhwa, right?
Yeah.
Lots of fighting. But, like compared to like mono, where like, they have these really good segment panels where like the artwork's really good for this fight. Yeah. You don't really get that as much as on Pick Me Up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't. No,
I agree. Like if the fights
there's no
aren't as
super
readable.
high point of artwork. It's just very consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it doesn't like have that super wow factor.
Yeah,
for, like, an action model,
it's kind of right.
That's
like where you.
I mean.
Yeah, no, and I get that, because there are certain manhwa where it's like they have those just giant panels to show the huge battle scene, like stuff like that. You don't really. That's true. You don't really see that in Pick Me Up near as much. I agree.
It's not like super. It's not super. It doesn't tank the score too much. But I'm just saying like.
That's kind of like what you look for in a battle.
Right. Yeah. You don't want these like really fleshed out battle scenes, but it's still very good. I think the main point is it's showing like at least that emotion and stuff like that. It does it really well, but does it like in terms of like objectively really good artwork? I think it's getting a B+ from me.
A B+?
That's like getting B+ for me.
That's fair. No, that's completely
fair.
fair.
Maybe an A-. Maybe an A-. It can be either or, but I'll say B+. Just to have a different grade from.
No, and that's completely fair. I didn't even think about it like that. You know, I didn't even think about it like that.
That's mine.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then on to our very last category. Everyone's favorite category, enjoyment.
The most important category.
The most important category.
Or in this case, sadness. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've been starting us off with a lot of these. Anyone else want to take the lead on this one?
I can go here. I mean, just off rip to start, I think it does have a lot of really. It has good highs, good lows. it's really good at like investing you in itself, and you really feel like you're a part of this. Like reading is
being a part of the story.
Yeah, like you need to read more.
Yeah.
It's one of the only things that I read weekly.
Yeah.
Everything else, I kind of do the burst read method.
Yeah.
Let it build up 20, and then you read 20, and then you let it build up 20, and you read 20. This is one of the only 2 things that I read weekly.
Yeah.
And the other one I wouldn't actually rank as high. This is actually way better than the other one. We'll get to that one later.
Okay.
But and I think it paces itself well. You always feel like you're moving forward, you're doing something. It's just I personally find it very enjoyable.
No, that's fair. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I'm kind of on the same boat. I mean, I really enjoy it. Like when I'm reading it, right? I'm having a blast when I'm reading it, right? I feel like it really got me hooked from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that whole the Goblin arc, I think it was 410, was it? It was 410.
Like 10 more seconds.
10 more seconds.
Or whatever it is.
And like I'm sitting here and I'm panicked, bro. I'm like, hey, yo, bro, they ain't gonna make it 10 more seconds. You gotta lock in, guys. We gotta lock in, team. Right? And I'm getting invested into it. Like every single one of those high tense moments, I feel like I'm personally part of it, right? I'm like, yo, bro, we gotta make it out. We gotta make it out the cut,
when you
bro.
the dragon, he was like, berserk. Oh, like I knew into physical. I knew into It goes like berserker mode.
No, I feel like it's just really enjoyable because it's not just like don't get me wrong, the MC is carrying, right? He's like super carrying, right? But at the same time, everyone's doing something. I'm really enjoying all the strategy that's going into clearing a lot of these floors, right? I really enjoy just the kind of like the overall thing of it, like how we were talking about earlier with the story, where it's like, oh, you have a main character who knows a lot of stuff, right? And usually they don't struggle, right? I really enjoy the struggle that the main characters go through, right? And it also just ropes me in all of its sad moments as well, right? Like when someone dies, I'm feeling it, right? When someone gets like does something cool, I'm feeling it, right? And so I personally really enjoy it. The pacing's great. It doesn't really have like that much like comedy, but it does have its aura moments, right? It does have its moments. It does have its aura moments, especially with the most recent chapters, where he's like, she's like, tell us you need to command us to win. He's like, win, right? Like that.
Put that on again.
Put that up there again. That panel's so awesome, right? I feel like the MC does a lot of aura farming. I feel like I really enjoyed, especially the most recent arc that just finished with the undersea thing where he like goes through and clears the whole dungeon by himself, right? Just locks in. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, by himself. Pretty high for him,
I think someone else was with him.
He wasn't by himself.
I think there was someone else with him.
And Daniel?
No, I agree. It's very enjoyable to read. Like the pacing is good. When I was reading it, it was just like, oh my gosh, people die. Like this is like one of the first things that people actually die in it. They don't do that too often. Like most manhwas, like people just die out like that. And because of that, like it gets you so. I was just so invested in it, and like reading it through, you know, I guess it can feel stale a little bit in the sense where it's like, oh, enter tower, slay monster, enter tower, slay monster, like how all tower things are. But you know, it keeps you on the edge of your seat in those moments still, and like it's so like captivating. You know what I'm saying? Pacing is good. Oh, I guess none of us gave a rating yet, did we?
Yeah, no. I mean, we can go ahead and go right into ratings. I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready. I can go first if you need me to, Max.
No, I got it. I think for enjoyment, I will give it an S rank.
S rank.
Yep.
S rank.
I'm just gonna quickly follow up. I'm also giving an S rank for enjoyment. I've already
just like that.
I've already explained like my position on it.
You know what? S rank for me right off the bat. It's one of the things I still read consistently. It's just very good.
I can't.
It's a very fun read.
Did you call it classic?
I don't know if it's quite a classic yet. I don't know.
It's not old enough.
It's very popular.
It's very popular, but
when it first came out, it was a breath of fresh air for me.
Yeah. Especially
that was the funniest part was the recommendation for me. Ryan was like, hey Max, you should read this manhwa. Hear me out. I know the title sounds terrible. It's called Pick Me Up.
I think I recommended it to both of you like that.
I was like,
it's like very misleading.
There's no way that's good. There's no way.
I'm like Max, and I kept telling him like Max, this is low key really fire.
I ended up reading it. I think like a day or two later, and I was like, low key, you were right. Like
reading the title and reading it is like separate things.
It's a whack title though.
No. I think it's really good. Enjoyment for me, like we said, we all gave it an S.
We all gave it an S, just like that. It was very quick.
And pretty quick, but let's go ahead and get right into our final scores. This is always the hardest part because I have to take into account like everything that I gave it, right?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about what I was gonna give it. I had an idea before we recorded, right, of what I was gonna give it,
Yeah.
right?
What were you thinking at first?
At first, I was thinking an S, right?
Okay.
Straight up, I
Okay.
was thinking
Yeah.
an S, right? Because I gave solo leveling an A, right? I think this has a leg up on solo leveling
Yeah.
without a doubt in my mind.
I
right?
think it's tier up as
Um,
well.
I think
but-
I agree with that.
The thing about it, and the reason I'm debating between, I'm right now I'm between an A plus and an S,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And the reason I'm between both is
Maybe
because
S minus.
yeah, maybe an S minus. Oh,
Maybe.
I forgot we
Ooh.
never even done a minus like that,
Ooh.
right? So the reason I'm kind of like debating it, right,
Yeah.
is because after going over this, I didn't realize how much I disenjoyed the world building, right?
Yeah,
I
agree,
didn't
agree.
realize like how much I didn't enjoy it because like
Yeah.
the story does so good at making me not think about it because
Yeah.
there's so many
Yeah.
other things going on, right? That I just don't think about it. But the world building stuff's just kind of subpar,
Yeah.
right? I think thanks for letting me know. I'm going with an S minus.
S
all right,
minus, there you
S
go.
minus.
Yeah.
The world building really tanks it. The character design kind of tanks it,
Yeah.
right? Other than that, the artwork's great,
Yeah.
right? I think the artwork's phenomenal. I think the story's great.
Mm.
I think the what's it called? I enjoy it a lot,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
super fire. Maybe if we come back to it, right, that ranking could go up for me,
In the
right?
future.
In
Could be
the
a follow-up,
future,
could
a
be a
little bit of
follow-up.
follow up. But for now, sit with an S minus.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I was very much in the same boat. I was between an like I can't give it an A. I gave solo leveling an A, and I don't think it's the same. And I was like, okay, do I give it an S then?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know that I like
Uh-huh.
the world building, the characters enough
Yeah.
to give it an S. I don't know that it deserves the S, but I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And then I'm down here like, well, I enjoy it. Do I give it an A plus? Do I give it an S minus? Do I give it an S? And at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna give it an A plus.
A
A
plus.
plus.
I
Okay.
cannot put it at the same level as solo leveling. It would be at the top of A, like
Okay,
the very
okay.
top. But I don't think I can give it the S personally.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay,
That's
fair.
Yeah.
As for me, I like you said, talking about like the world building and characters, like when I'm thinking back on it, it's like it's not too extensive, not too great
Yeah. Yeah.
compared to others.
Yeah.
But thinking about it that way, the fact that I read this much of it and I didn't notice those flaws just
Yeah.
just goes to show how much the other categories excel.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
that's fair. That's
Like
completely
you don't
fair.
even care the fact that this
Yeah.
world building is lacking
No,
because like,
that's
you're so
valid.
engrossed in it, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
And I
That's
think
fair.
just the fact that I think for me enjoyment carries this for me. I think objectively it'd be like maybe A plus.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go
But-
S for me.
yeah.
It is a solid
Yeah.
S for me.
No, that's fair. I mean, this is all subjective at the end of the day.
Subjective at the end of the day.
Yeah,
At the
like
end of the
these
day,
are these
yeah.
are our reviews, and if you guys have any reviews,
Yeah.
drop them down below. Let us
down
know what you
below.
think. If you do disagree with us, let us know.
Let
We
us
read
know.
every comment. Also, what is it? 0% of
0%
our
of reviewers are
0% of our
subscribed.
reviews are
Put
subscribed.
the little chart up,
Yeah.
the little thing.
Let's
Yeah.
know what to review next.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. Let us know what to review
yeah,
next. Give us a bunch of
absolutely.
recommendations.
If you've got some stinkers, we do need some stinkers.
Yeah.
Turns out we don't actually read bad things as much.
We are
so if
open
you-
to anything.
We're
Yeah.
open to anything.
we will review anything.
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 Anything. Put on the screen,
Ooh,
put it
okay.
on.
Yeah. We will review anything. Except like maybe Marshall Peak, unless like someone comments Marshall Peak and it gets like 1,000 likes.
Did you see that it has ended?
Yeah, Marshall Peak finished.
Marshall
yeah.
Peak ended like
Yeah.
a few days ago.
Guys,
No
if someone
way.
comments Marshall Peak and it gets 1,000 likes, we'll all read Marshall Peak and we'll review Marshall Peak. 3,400 chapters, by the way, or something like that.
Yeah.
three
Do you want up
1,000s?
to like? I mean, we don't even know how many people are gonna watch this, but
20 million likes.
20
We'll leave it.
million.
20 million likes.
yeah. But going back on topic to
Yeah.
pick me up.
Any final comments and stuff?
It's great.
It's great,
If
yeah.
you're watching this, I mean, we do mention that is spoiler, but if you're watching this without having read it before,
Yeah.
right? Go read it, right? Go read it.
Yeah, I think even with the spoilers we said, it's still you're still gonna feel
Yeah.
everything that we talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No.
saying?
I had Ioka's death spoiled for me, and I still
Right.
immediately read it, and I was like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
still good.
Yeah. Go ahead. Flash all the rankings back on the screen.
Here's the grid.
Thanks so much for watching,
Yeah, thanks so
everybody.
much for watching.
Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, and we'll see
See
you
you
next
See
later.
you next
See you next
time,
time.
Naivu.
Yep.
Play
Play
the
the
outro.
outro.